OK, let's move to the Middle East now. The United States is leading a new international task force of 10 countries to protect commercial ships in the Red Sea from attacks by Houthi rebels. The Iranian-backed group says they are in response to Israel's attacks on Gaza. The group targeted 2 more vessels on Monday. The US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin called it reckless and dangerous behaviour. The attacks are beginning to disrupt global maritime trade. This is the route taken by around 12% of world shipping, which then passes through the Suez Canal. However, several major freight companies have stopped passing through this water and are now taking the much longer route all the way around Africa instead, adding costs and delays. Here's our diplomatic correspondent, James Landau.
The threat to shipping in the Red Sea is very real. This was an attack by Iranian-backed Houthi fighters last month, storming a cargo ship registered in Britain. The militia from Yemen claiming that any vessels owned by allies of Israel were legitimate targets. There have also been drone and missile attacks. So many that shipping companies are pulling out of the Red Sea, sending their vessels around southern Africa instead. In response, the US Secretary of Defense, who's visiting the Middle East, has formed an international military coalition to protect ships and ensure freedom of navigation.
These attacks are reckless, dangerous, and they violate international law. And so we're taking action to build an international coalition to address this threat. And I would remind you that this is not just a U.S. issue. This is an international problem, and it deserves an international response.
The coalition, called Operation Prosperity Guardian, is made up of 10 countries, including the US, the UK, Canada, France, Italy and Bahrain, some of whom already have warships in the region. What's not clear yet is how far they're prepared to go to defend commercial shipping. The seaway between the Suez Canal in the north and the Bab el-Mandeb Strait in the south carries about 12% of world trade, including many of the consumer goods we order blithely online.
Here at London's insurance markets, premiums for shipping are already going up. The price of fuel could rise and some consumer goods could take a little longer to arrive. But much will depend on how many shipping firms join this Red Sea boycott and for how long.
So the impact of this war is now being felt outside its borders, diverting ships, damaging trade, the risks of escalation still very present. James Landau, BBC News.